Silfra is one of the world's unique dives, where you can touch two continents and you can see forever. Located just a few degrees from the Arctic Circle, Iceland is truly a land of fire and ice. The Mid-Atlantic Ridge runs through it, resulting in constant seismic and volcanic activity. Although Iceland's Viking heritage has its roots in the sea, we'll be diving in freshwater lakes. The first is Silfra Crack in Thingvellir Lake. Here's where the Eurasian and North American tectonic plates meet, spreading about an inch a year. On our left is Europe, on the right, America. The water clarity equals Yucatan cenotes. It originates from a glacier and a subterranean spring and is filtered for 30 to 100 years through volcanic rock. The water temperature is 35 degrees, visibility in excess of 300 feet. The first section of the dive is the Big Crack, narrow enough for us to span both continents within the length of our arms. When the area is hit by frequent small earthquakes, some of these rocks can come crashing down. From here, we ascend over jumbled boulders into Silfra Hall. After a couple of accidents in a deep cave, diving here is strictly regulated. No more than 4 divers to a guide, and nobody goes deeper than 60 feet. Snorkelers far outnumber divers, and a guide can take up to 10. They supply full gear and training, including dry suits. We ascend nearly to the surface, then down to the most dramatic section, Silfra Cathedral. It's about 60 feet maximum depth and the length of a football field, and you can easily see between the sheer walls all the way to the other end. The only underwater life is green algae and the occasional Arctic char. This isn't a critter dive. You do it for the views and the experience. A sand slope takes us shallow again, and a left turn leads into Silfra Lagoon, where it's 120 yards to the exit platform. This dive was so spellbinding we barely felt the cold. The hardest part was walking back to the parking lot, some 350 yards with full gear. Kleefsvarvatn Lake looks calm on the surface, but volcanic gases bubble up from its sands. Geothermal hot springs send gas and sulfur deposits to the substrate, sometimes killing fish that venture too close. We were there during a relatively slow period, but guides tell us sometimes it's like diving in 7-Up. They call it the Devil's Jacuzzi. Geothermal features are among Iceland's most popular tourist attractions, but they serve a more practical purpose as well. Over 99% of the nation's heat and power are generated from hydroelectric and geothermal sources. Iceland is a birder's paradise, and everybody loves puffins. It's also home to Icelandic ponies with long manes for protection from summer bugs and winter cold. Horse meat is found on some restaurant menus, along with puffin and minke whale. We passed on that. Whale watching brings in far more revenue than whale killing, so perhaps Iceland can eventually be convinced to stop hunting them. Another benefit of living among volcanoes is the mineral-laden thermal pools, where we can soak away the grind of travel. You're probably expecting a finishing sunset shot, but during June the sun barely kisses the horizon. Instead, we'll end here with some Icelanders and guests celebrating Midsummer Night.